So she also mentioned that she doesn't feel like Earth is home.
No.
And that's why she probably
She's
feels
a visitor.
homesick. And has she had many lifetimes here on Earth?
Oh, yes.
So even though she's had many
Hundreds.
lifetimes, it's still...
Thousands.
So was she a volunteer?
Yes.
So she answered the call from a very long time ago.
Yes.
Do you think this will be her last incarnation on Earth? Or is she to be part of New Earth and incarnate there and experience the fifth dimension?
She will. She has been waiting for this moment.
Well, if she's had thousands of incarnations, then
this
yes.
Is very exciting for her.
Right.
Very. How could she miss?
Is there going to be like one big event, as some people say, or is it just many events and individualized?
Yes.
Has she already experienced the event?
It's happening.
Okay.
It's gradual.
It's a process.
Okay. And the event, it's a series of events. And everyone is on their own journey. So each reincarnated soul is experiencing their event in their own way. It's not just one event that happens in one moment in time. It's a series, and it's a gradual process. What
is the purpose of rainbows in terms of rainbows as part of the process of these events?
She has been seeing a lot of rainbows.
Oh, okay. What does that mean?
Of rainbows. It's energy. It's energy that other beings from other star systems, they're giving energy to Earth. There's a lot happening that is not visible to the average human eye. If you look up at the sky, there's a lot happening. It's behind the clouds.
What can she sense? What does she see behind the clouds?
She sees prisms, energy.
Does she know she's seeing it, or is she
feels it, and she sees it, and she feels it.
It's behind the clouds.
The source of origin is from behind the clouds, like it's cloaked, but it's filtering through the clouds, and she can see the spectrum, the prism and the colors through the clouds. It would be too powerful if the clouds weren't there. So the clouds are buffering. It would be too much energy. The energy is helping the entire, to raise the vibration of Earth and everything on Earth, all life on Earth. And it's going through Earth to seeing like crystal core, like crystals.
Is that
like big in the core of Earth? Huge crystals.
Are there a certain color that you're seeing?
I'm seeing white, clear, transparent, translucent, huge, massive. Some are like buildings.
That's really large.
Yeah.
And so when the rainbow's
it's like
hitting
a crystal
Earth,
city.
Are there any beings that live there?
Yes.
Ah.
Yes.
Okay.
They're white and translucent, and sometimes they can become like invisible. They're kind of like jellyfish, like you could see through. Kind of.
So like they're in a light body?
Yes.
And so
they glow. They have 2 legs. They're very slender, no hair, long arms.
How are they a part of the ascension process? Or
they're friendly. There's something to do with modulating the energy. They're working from outside of Earth, but also from within. So the beings on the outside are sending like energy that penetrates through the magnetic field of the earth.
Okay.
And it's affecting all beings and life on earth, living on the surface of earth. But it's also penetrating through earth to the core. And there are beings in the inside of earth who are working together with the beings on the outside. They communicate telepathically, and they're doing something with the frequencies to modulate and to connect the frequencies. Like they're tuning it, like for the entire earth.
Wow, they're really helping us.
Oh yeah, yes. And humans have no idea. Some of them do.
Right.
But most don't. But that's why this is part of the process, the ascension, and part of that process. And the people who are open and seek are being tuned as Earth is being tuned. We're all tuning together.
And is she tuning? Is she tuned
Yes.
in? Well, she obviously, because she's
and,
seeing this.
And as she gets tuned up, she spreads. And not just her, but hundreds of others. The light workers. They are the light workers.
Would it be for her highest good to even connect with them?
If she would like, but just the awareness that they are there.
Yeah.
And she can connect to them anytime through her Pleiadian self, through the antenna, the crystal in her forehead. That's an antenna. She could tune in.
That's amazing.
With anyone, like anywhere.
Yeah.
It's like an alias was just created on her computer desktop, like shortcut to connecting.
Right. So she came across this crystal, the Andara crystal, and she has questions about it. That is it real? Is it an authentic stone? She did feel attracted to it.
She loves rocks. She needs to activate it. She doesn't feel anything. Not anything. She was attracted to it by the color. She loves beautiful rocks. Loves.
It's a beautiful green.
Beautiful rocks. She's always loved rocks. She's attracted to it. And she felt buzzing when she picked it up.
Okay.
But it hasn't been activated, hasn't been tuned with her energy. So she needs to activate it to really, it's very powerful.
So how does she activate it and get it in tune with her?
Water.
How? Just dip it in water?
Healing bath.
Oh, so create the bath that she knows how.
Yes.
Okay. And then she just puts it in the water? Or
yes,
what?
They're codes to activate it.
How will she know what the codes are?
The codes will be given to her when she's ready. She already has the codes.
Okay.
They were given to her through the portal.
Is that the portal that she experienced?
Yes.
Because that's one of her questions.
She was given a lot of information.
Okay.
That will become activated as she progresses.
Okay. So it's almost like a huge download.
It's a massive download, and she carries it.
Okay.
It's in her cells.
Did the portal happen? Did the massive download happen before she found this rock?
Yes.
Okay. So now that she has the rock and she has the codes, she's going to create a bath, the healing bath. She's going to, when she's ready, and is it just more if she has the intention and she's ready and she has the stone and she puts it in the water, it'll just activate on its own? Is it that easy?
No, not necessarily. It's the timing. With the moon, the alignment of the stars and the moon energy And the moonlight needs to come through the window and hit the bath water.
Oh, wow.
With the stone to activate the codes.
Okay. So then once the stone is activated,
it is a very powerful vibrational stone.
And how is she to use the stone?
She will know when it's time.
Has she used the stone before when she was in Lemuria?
She has.
I see. Okay.
She has.
So it was in the rejuvenating temple?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
She had them embedded. It was in the stone walls.
Okay.
And at night it would glow with the moonlight.
Mm. And she wants to know where this crystal comes from, its origin.
Atlantis. It was shared. It was used in Atlantis and in Lemuria. It was brought to Earth from another star system.
How was it used?
To generate power and light. And for many things, for healing, for tuning, to transport, to different dimensions of places. It was destroyed. Lemuria was destroyed. Atlantis was destroyed. But remnants of the stone remain in areas where, like when the earth was transforming, transforming, the continents were transforming. Mother Gaia was churning up the earth from the core. The Himalayas, Mount Everest, was the bottom of the ocean at one point in time on Earth. Lemuria sank. Atlantis sank. There was great turmoil and upheaval of the continents. So the stones were churned up in the earth and pushed to different parts of the region, like California, Northern California, the coast. They're still unfound. This stone exists in parts of what's called the Pacific Ocean, like the rim of the Pacific Ocean, where Lemuria and the continents were pushed, like they sank and were pushed. And then a lot of like volcanic activity, and they can be found. They haven't, not all of them have been found yet, but they're there. They haven't been discovered yet.
Well, it sounds like they're still in the water, or are they kind of on the surface?
They're on the surface. There's some deep in the water, but they're also with the earth churning up like a blender with the volcanic activity and the earth's crust. And some of it was pushed up by mountains. So this stone is from Northern California. So she does have an authentic stone. Yes. It's not authentic until it's activated. It feels fake because it's not activated.
So once it's activated, does it change colors or something? Or is it?
It could.
And it'll, I guess, start glowing when there's moonlight?
It could.
Wow. And is it that the stone found her, or she found the stone?
Both.
And I mean, I guess she can connect. Is there a being, like a deva, in that crystal that she can connect to, or?
It will reveal itself once it is activated. So there is a being. There's a life force energy, a consciousness.
And it can communicate.
Yes. It needs to tune with the soul's frequency. And it needs to be a match. So not anyone can resonate with this stone.
So if anybody was interested in, like, attracted to the stone, is that enough of a resonation?
You need the codes. You were given the codes. it's actually yourself giving the codes to yourself. It's
Is it like
you
your
had planned to give the codes to yourself. It's just remembering.
So what triggered in her is it just your like you just realize, okay, she's on her path, she's ready to get the downloads, we're gonna give it to her now, and I guess it was just part of her path that was gonna happen.
And she needed to come here and do this session to gain this information. So not everyone will connect with the stone. To others, it may be a piece of shard, a glass, because it hasn't been activated. But those who resonate with it, it's a very powerful stone with a very high vibration. It's a natural energy source, and they use it on starships.
Yeah, you mentioned transportation.
We use it in starships.
So we really have to give thanks to the star system that
and with the intention, you can activate the power to make it glow. So you don't need electricity, you don't need batteries, you telepathically activate light through the crystal to glow.
Wow. Yeah, I don't think on Earth humans have really seen that in this lifetime, or in the more recent human lives, since the ancient civilizations have sunk long time ago. So it's almost like we're resurrecting the crystals.
The light workers are drawn to these, and they are finding it, and they are activating it. And it's a very exciting time.